Marketing guys, earlier about so we are back. Yeah, it's been maybe like 4 months since I put a video out. But yeah, we're back. New year. First quarter of the year is almost done. So without wasting no time, let's get into today's video. So today's video is basically a bit special. I'm gonna talk more on like advising students, new students on campus and that. So if you have like a young brother, if you have a nephew who just started university, or you have a son who just started university, move to the big cities, so please refer this video to them. It will help them through their university time, right? So without wasting no time, let's get into it. So this video is actually a serious warning to young boys who are going to the big cities, or who have come to the big cities to start their tertiary career. So the reason I decided to make this video is because I came across a post that was written by one of my mentors who paid me the black pen. So I thought I can just make a video on this on that post, just so the message is widespread. Okay, so we're talking to the boys coming to the big cities. Let's say if you maybe from the north, you move to Windhoek, to Nast, you move to Unam, or you're from the north and you move to your towns like Kongwetiva or Shakati, or you move to Rundu for university. This video is for you, okay? And one thing about when you move to those places, like your Windhoeks, your Oshakatis, your Kongwetivas, your Rundus, and you're coming like from a more rural space, it's that these places are wild. And if you don't pace yourself, this place will chew you up and they'll spit you out. Okay? The first thing that happens there is there's a lot of freedom that you get when you move to university. Unlike girls, boys are usually, or they usually don't get hunted down by rich older women, or buying them drinks, or paying for their Ubers, or trying to get into their plans. Although, let's be honest, it's now changing. But the bigger danger for the young man is it's just the people. It's the freedom. It's no mommy, no daddy. No one is checking where you are. No one is checking what time you're coming home. No one is checking with who you're hanging out. And many boys don't handle this freedom well, right? The main dangers lie into, or the biggest traps waiting for you in the cities are 5 things, all right? The first thing is alcohol, drugs, casual sex, banking classes, and crime. So it starts off innocent, like with the alcohol and the drugs. It starts off a few drinks with the boys over the weekends, a few joints with the boys over the weekends, skipping 1 lecture and then 2, and then you see yourself the whole week, before you know it, having fun turns into an addiction. Alcohol addiction, drug addiction. The body breaks down, the mind breaks down, the relationships break down, and suddenly you're doing things you never even imagined doing, stealing, lying to your parents, lying to your older siblings, lying to your guardians, hustling, hating people just to survive, right? So before I continue with the video, I just want to give a shout out, man, to one of the guys that actually helped me during my busy season of January and February at work, in terms of transport. That is M&M Tours and Safaris. So they are rental companies. They rent out cars. They rent out cars such as your off-roading buggies, your SUVs, your sedans, your hatchback polos, and cars like combis for your staff transfers. So if you're in need of any car rentals, do hit them up on Instagram, X, Facebook. You can find them there. That's mnm.tours on all social media platforms. Or you can also send them an email on info.mnmtours@gmail.com. They will sort you out with all your car rental needs. Right, back to the episode. The other thing that also kills young boys is the sex and the consequences. Casual, unprotected sex is another disgrace of futures for young boys at university or in the big cities. You'll find that the promising top student from your high school is now on ARVs for the rest of their life, or another one drops out early to find a job, not because they fail, but because they've gotten a child from one reckless night. Maybe they believed the girl that she was not she was on contraceptives, or she was not ovulating, and one night changes everything. So be mindful of that. The other thing is crime in jail. Many boys never finish university or their tertiary because of crime, or they get jailed up. Why? Because they probably find themselves fighting with other guys at the clubs, forcing themselves onto girls and ending up in jail for rape, selling drugs to fund their addictions, stealing laptops and textbooks, phones, just to survive or to impress girls. One bad decision, one case, one night, and your future is finished, my boy. Always remember why you are there. So this part is very important, so please listen carefully. You are tertiary to get education, to build networks for your future career, to stay healthy, do sports, join the choir, join a skating club, sorry, and to make your family proud, You're not there to compete with employed men who are making on girls who are your classmates. You're not there to impress girls who just want money. Girls who want one night of fun and move on the next week. Girls who break your heart when they cheat on you with like working men, You need to realize that you are a kid and you should act like one. You do not have money. You are there to study. Okay. And that leads us into money pressures. So, as a young boy who's at university, like I said, you do not have money. So, you don't have to buy girls' wigs. You don't have to pay for girls' nails. You shouldn't send or spend money you don't have. Don't you use your registration money or your textbook money to impress girls who will be tragic in the next 5 years, Stay in your lane and focus on your books. The other thing is peer pressure and rich kids. So be careful of flashy lifestyles. Don't hang around rich kids if you can't maintain their lifestyle. One of the things I did with my friends is that we stuck together as friends from way back in in high school until this date. We finished varsity like maybe 7 years back, and we are still together. We've known each other for the past 16 years. When we came to varsity 11 years back, we stuck together. We didn't get new friends. If there were new friends that we introduced in our circles, we made sure our bond as the originals was always taken care of. We were always by each other's side. We were always encouraging each other to attend classes. We were always inspiring each other to just to focus on our studies. Yes, we did have fun here and there, but we always knew why we are here, right? So be careful of those rich kids. Some of them, they snort cocaine, they're on heavy drugs, they crash cars, they live in paid up flats. And when they drop out, or once they are addicted to drugs, their parents can make an arrangement for rehabilitation. For you, you do not have that. So, or when they drop out, their parents can fix things, which is they can get them jobs through connections. What about you? You'll be on the bus back home. Now you end up hustling at maybe a local supermarket or driving a cab, back home. So your lives are not the same. You should always know that. Don't play games with people who have safety nets that are bigger than your future. And then the other thing is just maybe you want to choose a partner while you're at university. You can have fun with girls here and there, but if you are choosing a partner at tertiary, always remember these things. Choose responsible girls from good families. Choose girls who go to church. Choose girls who are always in the library. Choose girls who dress simple. Girls with plans. Yes, they are boring. They are not hot, or they are not in demand during that time. But after 5 years, those girls will be gold. So, and they'll be different from the hot girls that in a way that those hot girls that are there now. They will be carrying blessed kids, dealing with STIs. They will be dropouts, out of shape, drugged up, and all those other crazy things. So please choose the girls you share noodles with, the girls that you watch pirated movies with, you take walks with on campus, girls that you debate with current affairs with. So just in closing, man, I want to remind you why you are in the big cities, why you are at varsity, which is to get an education, build your future, make your family proud, stay healthy and focused, and not to compete with working men, not to impress girls who only want money, and not to throw away opportunities that your parents prayed for. I'm going to end the video here. I hope you found it informative, and if you did, man, share this video with somebody who will need it. Share it with a young boy who just started university, or even people who are in their second year. Share the video with them. And yeah, see you in the next one. Elia Ubozo. Have a good week ahead. Cheers.